G'day guys, Paul here from TheHook&TheCook. Just off Noosa with my wife, just landed a nice cod. We've been outside, got that on the soft plastic there. What a beautiful fish. How beautiful is that? Really, really nice. We're just popping back in. There he goes. Live another day. Just on these little biotoughs, catching these reefies left, right, and centre. Whee! Slippery little bugger. This is a Maori cod. By the looks of him. Okay, and just going to get him back in the water, but it pays to just put one of these soft plastics on. It seems to work. They've been taking that more than the bait. Again, the little one's taking the bait. We've had a couple of larger ones. There we go. Cool.
Oh, what have we got here?
That's a fusilier. It's the biggest one I've seen. I've seen one that big before. Just got that on the circle hook. Beautiful looking fish. But I don't think I've ever caught one that big before. Just popping back in, eh? I've never eaten one, so I don't know what they eat like, but let him go to the sides of the boat. It's another cod. Another black spotted cod. Beautiful fish. Well done, Danielle.
Yeah. Another one.
Fish. Are you sure you're calling it for a better fish, are you? Let's have a look. I better go and get the net just in case, but I don't see much bend in that rod. It's red. Ah, beautiful. Look at that. He's not legal, but what a beautiful fish. And that is an absolute beautiful fish. They've got to be 55 centimetres, but how gorgeous are they? When they're that age, that's how beautiful they are. So we've been out and we've had a lot of wind out here, as you probably can hear. It's just starting to die down now. Bit light. Has he gone? We'll keep reeling. He's gone? No, it's this colour there. Maybe a snapper, is he?
Already?
He's a Mouse's perch. Yeah, it's some people call them finger marks up here, but they're actually a Mouse's perch, these guys. Yeah, so the legal size of these Mouse's perch has got to be 25 centimetres, and he's well over that. He's 30. He's 31 and a half, so that's okay. You can keep him. Yeah, that'd be perfect for you for a feed. What do you reckon?
It's nice.
Yeah?
It's nice.
Okay, we'll keep that. Hopefully we'll get a nice snapper. Well, what a great day on the water. Fantastic. We didn't really catch the fish we wanted to, but I actually got a nice legal, well, my wife got a nice legal Mouse's perch. So I'm actually going to cook it for her today on the camp coals. I'm going to show you how to do that. Just going to serve that with a really simple salad. Just really easy today. Nice and simple. Outdoors. Let's do it. So we're just going to scale him, and what I love about doing it outdoors on my wooden table is I don't care about the scales going everywhere because the ants will eat them later. So I'll just give it a bit of a wash off later. Now what's really important is when we're doing fish, we do get all the scales off, which is great, but also that we try not to let the fish actually touch any fresh water. That's what I try to do anyway, and we call that dry filleting. Even though I'm not going to fillet this guy today, I'm just going to wipe the belly cavity out with a cloth. It's a little bit mucky, but it's worth it because you don't lose any of the flavour and the protein from the fish. There's no point in filleting this little fella. Got to cook him whole, so we make sure we don't have any wastage. He's only around about, what, 31 centimetres? 25's legal here. And right into the cheek, because that's some of the nicest meat there too. It's a great little scaler, this, absolutely brilliant. I never really ever cut myself with the other ones. I tend to cut myself. I love this one. My father-in-law gave me this years and years ago. Never looked back. Fantastic. Okay, that guy's done. Just got to give it a little bit of a wipe off, and we're just going to wash the board. Watch out, Pepsi. You're going to end up with scales on your head, girl. Pepsi's got scales all over her now. Danielle will kill me. Well, she shouldn't get in the way. She's a greedy little bugger. Okay, just going to gut this fish now. Wipe all these off. You wipe all the scales off too. Always wipe this way. You wipe the other way, you're going to end up cutting yourself. So I'll just come in just below the anal fin here, and I'm just going to go very lightly without puncturing too much, because what I'm trying not to do is burst any of the intestines, or intestines I should say. Just open that guy up like so, and we're just going to lift the gills out. I want to take them gills out. That just helps get everything out at once. So if you get the gills out, with the larger fish you just have to cut it with a knife or a pair of really good sturdy kitchen scissors. It normally takes everything out in one go. I'll throw that on the fire before the dog gets to it. And then what we're going to do now is just wipe this fish out. So, wipe it clean. Just going to break down the bloodline here. But I did brain spike this fish when we caught it straight away, just to help cut the fish just at the top. Just here is fine because it's nice and, it's not going to take long, this fish. This is nice and thin here, the flesh. Just turn that guy over, do the same on this side. That's it. Trim these off. Otherwise they stick. And I usually bring my kitchen scissors out, and I haven't got my normal knife that I normally use. It's all at work at the moment, so I just have to make do with what I've got. Alright, now she's ready to go. So guys, got a beautiful capsicum here. I didn't have any leeks, so I've just found some corn in the house, so I'll use that instead. Making a little sort of an Italian sort of or Mediterranean salad. Just going to throw this straight on there, just some olive oil. What I want to do is blister the skin, so we'll leave that on there, and I'm just going to throw the corn straight on. So what we're going to do there is just leave that now, so that it all gets nice and caramelized, and the skin blackens on the capsicum. The corn gets really nice and juicy. That's what I'm looking for, and a little bit blackened. We're going to throw that into a salad. We're going to serve that with our beautiful Moses perch today. So it takes a little bit of time, but who cares? When we're outside, it's just a bit of fun. Slow cooking is the way to go. Beautiful. Awesome. And the corn's starting to blacken up, which is really nice. Get nice and sweet. And what we're going to do is dress that with a nice red wine vinegar that I get from Torino. Beautiful red wine vinegar with some really good olive oil. I use the cobram, but this is really, really good. Absolutely superb. And obviously, I don't go too far without my Creo Crush sea salt. Just let them coals die down just a touch, and we'll get the fish on. Well folks, time to get to the business end now. I'm going to get the fish on. So first thing I've got to do is get some nice olive oil, and we're just going to put this all over the fish liberally, and then I'm going to put a little bit of salt on here. Well, plenty of salt actually, because I don't really want it sticking at all. Both sides. Get that oil on there. Now this fish should probably only take around about, say, 5 minutes either side, not even that, just depending on how hot the grill plate is. Sort of got to do that and play that by ear. So I'm just going to salt that now. So we've got our Creo Crush sea salt going all over it. Going to put a little bit of rosemary just in the belly cavity, not much. That's just more to give it a little bit of a perfume sort of flavour, smoky flavour. And then we're getting this straight onto our grill plate now. I've just got to oil the grill plate up, and I'm going to use some rosemary to do that so I don't burn my brush off here. So I'm just going to oil this grill up now. Use a little bit of this rosemary to do that. Then we're going to pop the fish on. Okay, so I'm just going to flip this guy now. Let's see how we go. Not too bad. How beautiful that's starting to look. A little bit more rosemary, olive oil over the top. Wow, that's looking great. Awesome. So it's just getting a little bit hot around the tail, so I'll just move this coal away from it. That'll take around about 3 or 4 minutes either side. We'll see how it goes. But I want it to cook slower rather than it being too hot and not cooking the fish. But this is only a small fish, so should be okay. All right, now let's get on with the salad. The plastic glad wrap over the top. Takes 2 seconds. Now fish is pretty much ready, so I'm going to have to get a bit of a move on. I don't want to overcook my fish. That looks absolutely beautiful. Let's do it. I've got some beautiful vine ripened tomatoes going to go on the salad. I'm going to slice these up. Just this really simple salad. Basil just picked. Really nice hydroponic basil. So good. Nice and soft. Perfect in salads. Then we're going to go with our onion. Just going to brim-wire it up or just cut it fairly finely. Don't need too much, so I probably won't need all of that, so I'll just cut it off there. So that's just going to go straight into our bowl as well. Okay, olives now. Got some olives going in there and some feta cheese. Some of our beautiful roasted capsicum in there as well. Honestly, these taste, it just gives capsicum a completely different flavour. It just gets rid of all that acidity and it's just sensational. Such a nice salad. And we've got some beautiful capers here. Baby capers, just gives a saltiness to the salad as well. Really beautiful saltiness to the salad. Pop them in. A little bit of avocado. So this is just a little bit of everything we've got knocking about. So it's not like some sort of special recipe or anything like that. Just give that a little tap. But when I'm camping or when I'm outdoors, I forget about all the chefy stuff. I just really enjoy just throwing it together and being a bit rustic with it all. And I'm sure you guys would be the same. Can go in as well. Beautiful. Right, now what I've got to do is make the dressing. So a little bit of mustard goes in for the dressing, not too much. Then we're going to put some of this beautiful Cobham Estate olive oil. That's absolutely superb. It's an extra virgin olive oil that we get from Torino. A little bit of Normandy vinegar, cider vinegar that I get from Torino, just a drop. We're going to mix that up together to emulsify it. What I mean by emulsify is where two sort of things like a liquid and oil don't normally go together, so the actual mustard helps it emulsify. So this is like a temporary emulsion, we would call this. But as you can see, it's starting to emulsify up now, which is really, really good. I'm going to give that a little bit of a taste. Yeah, needs a little bit more vinegar through there. And salt, definitely some sea salt. Okay, just going to put our corn in here now. Got a couple of fish I'll probably use. I've just got to keep an eye on the dog, because she's a bit of a bugger. Okay, in with the corn, just give it a light toss around, and we're almost ready to plate. Pop that on the plate, like so. Going to put our dressing over the top, and we're just going to serve all this beautiful salad just round the side. And we're just going to put that over here too, just a little zigzag on the plate, maybe just a bit over the fish. Okay, Danielle, it's ready. Well done.
Wow, that looks good.
Geez, you're a spoilt woman, let me tell you. Well guys, that's all we've got time for this week. We'll look forward to seeing you somewhere out in the water. Don't forget to subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell, and we'll see you next week. Cheers guys, take care.